Hi, welcome back to another video by Indigo Math. Today I'm going to take you through one of the questions on vectors. So, let's start. Vectors A and B such that the modulus of A is 2. When they say the modulus, it means that the length of this vector A is 2. So I'm just going to write it down as such. And it says B is a unit vector. If it's a unit vector, it means that the length of B is just 1 because it's a unit vector. And B is also perpendicular to A. So let's look at part A. It says that I need to state the value of A dot the cross product of 2A and 3B. And it says to explain your answer briefly, which means we kind of need to use words. So let's see here, it's only 1 mark, so I don't think it'll be so much of a manipulation and calculation thing. So let's see what we can use in the question to help us with it. Remember when you cross 2 direction vectors, let me take you through the equation of a plane first. Remember when you want to find equation of a plane, what we do is to cross 2 direction vectors. For example, vectors A and vectors B, when I cross these two, I get the resultant vector which is perpendicular to the plane and hence perpendicular to both vectors A and vectors B. So similarly, do you see some sort of a link? If I'm crossing these two, that means I end up with a vector that is perpendicular to A, right? So we know that based on the properties of dot product, if I dot vector A with another vector that is perpendicular to A, I will end up with 0. So let me show you why this is so, because back to the definition of dot product, I can write it down at the side here. If I vector A dot vector B, by definition, we know that I will end up with modulus of A times modulus of B times cosine of the angle between vectors A and B. Now, if A and B are perpendicular to each other, it means that theta is 90 degrees, right? And remember, cosine of 90 degrees is 0. So that means if I were to sub this one in here, A dot B, I'm just going to end up with 0. So coming back to this question, if I dot 2 of them, the numerical value is just 0, but let me show you how to do it in English then. So since 2A cross 3B is a vector that is perpendicular to 2A, it is also perpendicular to the vector A. And that's it for part A.